All right. Okay, y'all pull up there on the tube. Pull up there on the tube. I'm gonna go pee. I'm going to go pee, and then um I'm gonna say what I had to say on the tube, so that since Laverne can't see that now, if Laverne don't pull up on YouTube and I done did all this, it's gonna be some complications and repercussions. It's gonna be some complications and repercussions. All right. Yeah, go to the tube, go click on the link and go to I put it in the regular chat. I put the link in the regular chat. Uh I put it over there too. I put it over here too in the voice chat. So why can't I see? God dog it. Oh my goodness. All right. All right. Yeah, I'll pull up over there. I'm about to go pee and then I'm gonna finish over there on YouTube. I'm back. I'm back. It says it's 4 people in here. I know it's more than 4 people in the voice chat. Did everybody not come over to the tube? Did I need to stay in the voice chat? Is everybody not able to come over? Did I need to stay in the voice chat? Let me try this. Can I do both? Will it let me do both? Let me see if it'll let me do both. Screens. Let me see if it'll let me do both. Hopefully it won't affect my computer to try and run both. All right, we're gonna try to is Tiffany L. Laverne? Tiffany L. Is that Laverne? Is that Laverne? Is Tiffany L. Laverne? Oh no. Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to do both. Hopefully the computer don't go crazy. So if you're in the voice in the Discord, I'm still sharing the screen over there, and I'm sharing it on YouTube. Okay. I'm sharing it on YouTube. So now, so on YouTube, do y'all want to see my pretty face? Do y'all want to see my handsome face in the space? My handsome face. Let me turn my camera. I had to put my green screen up. Well, not put it up, but swap it over there. Let y'all see my handsome face. Let me let y'all see my handsome. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all can y'all I don't think y'all can see my handsome face on what's the name? Nah, y'all just see my computer on on the voice. Y'all just see my computer on the voice. I'm probably gonna make my computer go crazy. Nah, I ain't gonna mess with it because the other one using I'm being blew my computer up. All right, so if there's anybody still in the voice chat, hopefully y'all can see my screen. If y'all can't see my screen, if y'all can still see my screen, do me if you're in the voice chat only and you can still see my screen, put a 1 in the voice chat. Right? If you're in the voice chat only and you can still see my screen, put a 1 in the voice chat. Now, what I was saying, when you see it engineering liquidity, right? Let's engineering liquidity. Right? When you see engineering liquidity, right? And the y'all remember what we talked about when we were on the live, right? Y'all remember what we talked about when we were on the live? What did we say? Right? What did we say? We said, right? We said time, price, bias, and draw, right? That's what we said, right? We said time and price, bias, and draw, right? So, what you want to remember is because I was talking about engineering liquidity. When I see engineering liquidity, right? When it's consolidating like this right here, buy stops and sell stops are forming above and below this area here. Right. You got buy side forming up here. You got sell side forming down here. Right. Right. Now, if this is your draw, so price. The reason why I'm doing this, the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm the type of person that I'm a visual learner, and when I'm learning something, okay, now I know it. Teach me how to practically use it practically, how to put it into everyday life. So that's why I'm doing this. We sprinting. We in the sprint now. Remember I told you we here. We done stood all the way up. We straight up. We running. You know what I'm saying? We started out in the blocks. Started pistol went off. You know what I'm saying? The first 25 to 50 meters we here. And as we start to stand up straight, now we head in the wind, gone. Right? So if this is your draw, right? That's your draw. Right? So if this is our draw, right, then the higher time frame gave us a bullish bias, right? Higher time frame gave us a bullish bias. Right? And then we're waiting for our time of day, right? We're waiting for our time of day. Let's just go to, let's say we on the trade between 10 and say 11:30. Let's put 12. We'll just go to 12 right there. This is the only time we're taking trades in between here, right? Right. So that's the window in which you're taking a trade, right? So price, right? What about the price, right? So you time and price. You want to see price right? You want to see price tip its hand. Then you want to see price um, read. Got that wrong. Read. Oh, this what price. That's what you want price to do, right? Time, price, bias, draw, right? So when it start engineering liquidity like this right here, beep, 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 you start paying attention, right? You start paying attention, right? Now, what are you looking for, right? You're looking for price to be unwilling to if your draw is here, right, you want price to be unwilling to just give up the ghost and drop, right? Unwilling to just give up the ghost and drop, right? You want to see price be in a buy model, right? Um, some you may call it bullish order flow, right? The way I look at order flow is I understand buy model and buy program and sell program. I don't know why I said buy model. Buy program and sell program. That's how I understand order flow, right? The buy program, the draws up here. So we want it to be in a buy program. For anybody who don't know what that is, right? You're in a buy program when, right, when discount PD arrays, you know, like this. Leave this on draw and lock. No, draw and lock. Right, like this, right? Like this, like this. Anything, you know what I'm saying? All these discount PD arrays, you know what I'm saying? Anything you see below price, right? You want to see that support price. You see how we came down? You see how we I forgot I still got this on. You see how we came down to this BISI right here? We came down to that BISI and price pushed up, right? We came back down into this order block and this BISI right here. Price pushed back up, right? It's supporting price, supporting price, supporting price. You know what I'm saying? We're going up, right? We haven't touched this BISI yet, right there, but all of the discount PD arrays are supporting price, right? So price is tipping its hand. It's showing a desire to continue higher toward our draw, right? So price has tipped its hand. Now, when it starts engineering, especially when it starts engineering liquidity for a long time, that's juicy, right? So what you want to see, right? You want to see a raid on opposing liquidity, right? Our draw is here, right? So it's all time, price, bias, and draw, right? You got to know the draw, you got to have your bias, and you need to wait for your time for price to tip its hand, rate opposing liquidity, displace in your bias direction, and then retrace and pick you up, right? So now, in this case right here, right, if this is our draw, we're engineering this liquidity, so we want price, we want to see in our time, we've engineered liquidity, we want to see price raid the sales stops. You can even come get an institutional order flow entry drill on this BISI right here. You can even come all the way down and fill this BISI right here. Who cares how far it goes? You just want to see it come down and raid this sell side up under here, right? And then displace higher, pass in your direction, this breaking market structure there, and then retrace back down into an imbalance right here in line with this breaker, right? Right. So this is just my model. I'm sorry, my model, right? So your breaker would be here, right? And you would want an imbalance to be preferably right up in here with the breaker, just like that. All right. And then attack your draw. Attack your draw. As simple as that. For so many months and days in weeks, I have overly complicated the whole thing when it comes to ICT concepts. But once I figured this out, it demystified everything. This right here is going to help you with your patience. Waiting on this right here to set up will help you with your patience. Now, mind you, you have to understand, like, I ain't gonna say you have to, but it's in your benefit to understand all of the lingo. It's in your benefit to understand all of the concepts. Like yesterday, when I was talking about, I got that gem from ICT when I was thinking of, like, when the fair value gaps are rebalanced, right? A small missing piece of the puzzle that helped me immensely was the fact that coming back to the lowest point that it needs to get back to and then leaving is what rebalances it. That was an eye opener, because, like, now I got something to look for when, let's just say, this is a busy that I'm watching, waiting for it to get, you know what I'm saying, rebalanced, right? Let's just say we got let's just say we got a candle that comes down into it like that much into it, right? And then now we come down into it to there, right? And then now we're just trading all around in here, right? Off from buy side and sell side, and then we leave it there, right? Initially, I was saying, okay, this right here, I'll get Jim. I forgot I still had it on. Right. Initially, I was saying this move right here is what rebalanced this area, right? But the gem that ICT gave me is that we had a candle that was in there up into there. Like, we had a candle that came down into here and came back out, right? It was a candle that came down to here and then came back out, right? I'm probably drawing this the wrong way, but you're gonna get the point. So now this candle came into it and went back out. So it's like we got no, let's put this. Yeah, I'm gonna put it that way. I don't know. Whichever way. I'm gonna put it this way, like that. Oh, we're doing a reversal. So I'm gonna put it this way, right? We're doing a reversal. So I'm gonna put it this way. I was saying this candle is what did it, right? Now that I got that tip from ICT about needing to come back, right? Needing to come back into the imbalance, right? to the highest point it needs to go to, right? Let's just say if this candle didn't come down to here and wick back out, like offer both sides and then wick back out, right? If that candle didn't come and do that, it would need to come back up to the top there, right? And then leave. You know what I'm saying? Then leave. Now, that coming back to the top and then leaving, now is rebalanced. Now the algorithm is done with it. Even if like, and then we got this candle that wick both ways. This candle right here, it came in, right? And it offered buy side and sell side. Let me put a little box on here. Right? Put a little box on here. Right? It offered buy side and sell side up to there. Then, right, it would need to come back to there. It would need to come back to there and leave, because we offered buy side and sell side there, right? And the price bounced around and they're doing whatever it's doing, right? And then we came back to that point right there and then left it. Now it's just getting that piece there. Now it helped me immensely, because it would be times where it would leave, right? And just say, I would get short. I would get short right here, right? But then it would come back up and then potentially almost stop me out. But I'm waiting for it to, you know what I'm saying, get here. Even though I got my stop up here, I'm like, why is it coming so far back? But now, since I got that information, if I did get short there and then it chose to come back, now I could add more there. I never understood when ICT would be like, I just add more if it came back. And I did the same thing yesterday when I had got long and we got to a price range, imbalance. And then once we balanced the imbalance out, right? Once we came back and balanced it out, as soon as the candle was getting ready to close, I just bought another contract at market. True, the next candle opened up and it pulled back and I could have got a better entry. But now I have that knowledge to be able to use that tool, right? To be able to use that tool. So it's almost 11, powerful to talk. So I'm going to stop running my mouth. So for anybody who want to trade, can go ahead and trade. But, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I just feel like it's a good thing to be able to have like all of the concepts, be able to have all of the concepts. I just need to delete all this. I'm tripping. Right. Be able to understand all of the concepts so that you can make educated decisions as far as your entry goes. You know what I'm saying? You can make educated decisions as far as your entry goes. It can demystify like, when should I get in? Where should I put my stop? What should my target be? If you understand time, price, draw, bias, it simplifies everything for you. And then all you got to do is have your entry model and wait for price, wait for your time, wait for price to tip its hand, see if it's showing you that it's going to your bias or going against your bias. And if it shows you it's going against your bias, you just look for, let me say this real quick, right? If that was our draw, up here, right? This is our draw up here. We're just gonna say our draw is up here. We're gonna make it perfect, right? And then price comes in and attacks the buy side without hitting our draw, right? Displaces lower, right? Displaces lower, right? And then comes back here to a breaker and an imbalance there, right? Now you say, oh, okay, it done flipped on me. Now it's, you know what I'm saying? And it starts to break down, right? Now you come back and say, okay, well, what's the draw, right? Well, what's the draw? Is this the draw? Is this the draw? Well, it depends on how far it has broken down, right? It depends on how far it's broken down. If it hasn't reached this liquidity here yet, right, it's already taken out this imbalance, right? So that imbalance is no longer a draw. What's next? This low right here, right? What's after that low right there? This imbalance that's connected to that low, right? This imbalance that's connected to that low. Cheese and rice. Oh, I forgot I darkened that down so it can we can look at that candle, right? That imbalance right there that's connected to that low, right? You got a low and an imbalance. Ooh, that's tasty to the algorithm, right? So now, boom, you flip your bias. Now my bias is flipped. This is now the draw, right? So now, only thing you're doing is looking for price to give you an opportunity, right? You don't chase. You just look for price to give you an opportunity to get a balanced price range, right? Because you're not going to chase. Just let the market come and get a balanced price range up in this area, right? To give you a new range to look to get short in, right? Once you get an opportunity to balance out a price range above price up here, right? Then you just start looking for price to, right? Make a run on opposing liquidity, right? Come over here like this. God dog it. I'm the freaking arrows. Okay. Y'all know I just made that a whole project, right? So now, price that came down, right? We done made this a balanced price range right there. This line right here is simulating a balanced price range, right? So now we're waiting on price to start engineering some liquidity, right? Then once it engineered liquidity, right here, what's above this area right here, right? What's resting above there? Buy stops, right? So now you want to see price make a run on the buy stops, displace toward your draw, come back to pick you up at the breaker and the imbalance, and then attack your draw. Same thing. If the market, if you come in and your draw is up here and the market says, "Hup, I don't want that," don't chase it. Let the market go, and then let the market give you opportunity to get in. It may not happen that day. If it does happen that day, very well, but it may not happen that day. If it, you know what I'm saying? If it doesn't, it doesn't. The algorithm don't care about the market closing at 4 or 5 o'clock and then reopening at 6. It don't care about that. We just care about that. So if it don't happen today, wait till the next day. Let me see what y'all talk about. That man dropping jewelry first thing in the morning. I salute you, man. I salute you. The reason why I'm doing this, man, is because I'm a person that, like, I need to know the I need to know how to apply stuff practically, man. How do I apply this? I've learned what a breaker is. I've learned what a fair value gap is. I've learned what a order block is. I've learned what I've learned what the draw on liquidity is. I've learned, you know what I'm saying, like how to find my bias. I've learned daily profiles. I've learned week. Now, how do I use this? Tell me how to use it. Right? But the thing that people miss is they don't want to listen to ICT's long drawed out videos. The long drawed out videos is where the jewels be. The gems are in them long. The gems is not in him saying, "Hey, this is the trade I took," because we're fascinated by the points he got. We're fascinated by the money he made. We're not listening to the education. He's doing his best to try to say, this is what you do, but we are focusing on the fact that you just got 13 contracts and got a 30-point run. It's the boring stuff. It's the Twitter spaces when I sit down with my master plan book and take notes in the Twitter spaces, right? Take notes in the Twitter spaces. It's the boring stuff that helps you do it day to day. So now it's like, that's why I've been popping on live so much. When I was like, hey, I'm gonna take a break, I'm gonna be gone for a week. I've been popping on live so much because it's like, it's just been like it's just been like in my mind where it's like, somebody need this. Somebody, you know, when you go to church and the preacher be like, somebody in here need to hear this. Somebody need this. Because little Timmy Rogers, when he be looking at videos, he be like, man, just how do I use it? I understand what that is, right? I understand what this means, but how do I use it? Hopefully this helps somebody today, right? Do y'all want me to save this video and make it public so you can go back and watch it later? If you want me to save this video and make it public so you can go back and watch it later, put a 1 in the chat. And then if there's anybody that's still in the Discord, put a 1 in the chat if you want me to save the video so you can go back, because the Discord, when I close it, it don't save. All right, y'all, let me know while I look at this. I need to make this bigger. Trip. I started looking at the fair value gap in BISI differently based on your explanation, which makes total sense. This has been super helpful. You're very welcome, Trader Mo. Yes, Pile is on. Pivot game on point. Exactly. Heck yeah, like 49 minutes in. Yep. If you listen to him, If you can get past that hour mark, if you get to like 2 hours, sometimes he start dropping. It's like before he get like he drops some gems and then he get into the 10-4 hat stuff. And then he be like, you know what? If y'all been on here this long, I'm gonna share this with you. Go crazy. Go crazy. Deborah. Thank you, Tim. This is so valuable. You are right. The gems are hidden in the midst of ICT. Exactly. Y'all remember that day when I made the live and the thumbnail? Let me go back and find the thumbnail because I don't want to say it wrong. Let me see if I can find the thumbnail. Where is it? Downloads. Let me see if I can find this thumbnail. I did live last week. Price action handling options 2. There you go. It's not what ICT says, but what he's saying. Y'all remember when I did that live right there? And I'm just going to break this down again. It's not what ICT says, but what he's saying, right? So don't focus so much on Silver Bullet. Don't focus so much on Event Horizon. Don't focus so much on Enigma. You know what I'm saying? What, like the names of what he doing? Don't focus on the names. Just what is he saying, right? No matter what I call this right here, right? No matter what I call this right here, it all boils. What I'm saying is, I close this out. I'm sorry, y'all. What I'm saying is that it all boils down to time, price, bias, and draw. Right? No matter what I named this, right? I can call this blue magic. It don't matter what I say, don't matter what I call it, but what am I saying? I'm saying understand the draw, right? The draw is here. Let price engineer liquidity. Let price raid opposing liquidity. Displace in the direction of your draw. Retrace back up to pick you up. If your draw is up here, let price raid opposing liquidity. Let price displace in the direction of your draw, right? Let price retrace back down and pick you up. That's it. Just that simple. Just that simple. And with that, fine, ladies and gentlemen, I yield my time. I yield my time. I'm going to, it's 11:13. I'm going to get ready to go to the gym. My sweetie is off today. I appreciate y'all Discord. But I'm gone. YouTube, I appreciate y'all. I will save this as soon as I get off. It'll be public. As soon as I get off, it's going to be public. I will see y'all when I see y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for supporting me. More fire, more fire, more fire. I appreciate y'all for supporting the channel, man. Hopefully I give something of value. I try to every time I try to get on here and share something that somebody can use. Lately, it's just really been, you know what I'm saying, on my heart that somebody need to understand this, how to apply what they learn. You know what I'm saying? I think about people like here to learn and share, and she be like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? I've you know what I'm saying, I've taken some big losses, you know what I'm saying? Like people that still like a little shell shock from, you know, our soiree into leap options, right? And people a little timid about taking the leap. So that's why I come on here and I try to help you get your aha moment where, you know, let you know, hey, it's not as hard as you think. It ain't easy, but it's not hard. So hopefully over these last few days, I've been able to open somebody's eyes, man, because this stuff right here will change your life. It's not about changing our lives. It's not about changing my life. You know what I'm saying? Like my daughters, when they have kids, my sons, when they have kids, I want my children's children to feel the ripple effect of what I'm doing right now. And my oldest daughter, she showed a little interest in it, but you know what I'm saying? My son, my oldest son, he say he want to learn it. He's a teenager. But what I'm going to make sure of doing, and I'm going to give y'all this and I'm going to leave. This is just my thing. I tell my kids, I say, pursue your goals. Never chase dreams. Just pursue your goals. Because a dream chaser is somebody that's sleeping. You sleep when you dream when you sleep. So don't never chase dreams. Just pursue your goals. And I will not just leave my kids some money. I'm going to make the money. And I'm going to leave them the plan of what to do with the money. Right? I'm going to make the money. I'm going to teach them how I make the money. I'm going to give them the plan of what to do with the money. Make sure they understand the plan so I can rest in peace because I've done my job. Now it's on them as men to repeat the cycle. But I'm going to lead by example so that they can see what it looked like and they can see that it can be done. So don't leave your kids the money. Make the money and leave them the plan of what to do with the money. Don't just leave them the plan uneducatedly. Ensure that they understand the plan. You know, when you talk to somebody and you be like, okay, tell me what I said. Make them tell you what you said, and then you can rest in peace because you did your job. Now it's on them. But I'm going to do enough so that their kids will feel the ripple effects of what I did, even if they turn into lazy bums. And it's all for naught. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I'll see you when I see you. Gone. Yeah.